Hey everyone, Namaste and welcome to the 46th episode of Yoga Shakti with me, Shailaja Menon, on this wonderful platform of Anand TV. I hope all of you are doing great and staying safe wherever you may be. Today I'm going to deal with a very important aspect, which is health in that lower back area. At different points in time, all of us, I'm sure, suffer from back pain. So I'm just going to get acquainted with that area, and I'm going to also do some work to help us release any tension and tightness that is built up over time in that area. And when we say back, it's not just about strengthening the lower back muscles and the glutes, but also working around other areas which are connected, which is releasing the hips, releasing the hamstrings, and really working towards overall health in all of these areas by stretching and strengthening them. So, towards this, let us take our practice. And by regularly doing this series, we can maintain our lower back health. Yeah, namaste. So just begin by lying on your back, and we're going to bring the knee towards your chest, and this helps to release any tightness that builds up along your lower back and glutes. So this is really a great stretch to do, especially when we wake up first thing in the morning. We can even lie on the bed and do this and just be comfortable wherever. So sometimes maybe the thigh is only here, and that's great as well. So, whatever is right for you, as long as you can feel an opening, a stretch, just hold it there and just sense that stretch. Yeah, so, bringing your attention to that whole space along the glutes, the lower back, just sensing the release, and then slowly lower down. Yeah, and then working on the other side as well. As you exhale, just bring the left knee towards your chest and draw that leg as close to your abdomen and chest as possible. And just stay here, right? So, sensing that deep flexion to your hip, the flexion to your knee, sensing that beautiful stretch along the glutes, the lower back, sensing the release along all of these areas, your attention absorbed in these areas, sensing an ease setting into your mind as your attention becomes more one pointed. The scattered attention gathers as we focus on a particular area of our bodies. Okay, and then slowly release. And then working with the right side, so bend the right knee again. This time, just hold just behind your thigh, yeah, to closer to the knee. And from here, holding it here, just try to stretch the leg out as much as you can. Yeah, so this actually doubles as a hamstring release. So just working here as you inhale, just straighten the leg, exhale and down. So just doing 6 rounds here, working with your breath, working with the body consciously, really being aware. So as you stretch, you find that end point and then hold it there and release. Yeah, so mind moving with the breath, exploring the body, settling on the body, and slowly release. And now working on the left side. So again, just holding behind the knee and then working on straightening the leg as much as you can. Yeah, so you don't have to straighten fully. Just do your best. Just feel that release along the glutes, along the hamstrings. Just sensing all of these areas. Working with your breath. Inhale and exhale. The mind shifting from that state of Shupta, which is restlessness and agitation, towards ekagrata as we consciously work with the body and the breath. Okay, now we're going to work a little bit more for hamstring release. So it may surprise you to know that the hamstring is connected to the back, and if we have tight hamstrings, that can also lead to lower back pain and problems. Yeah. So hamstring release is a very important part of this. So just use your strap, put the strap over the foot, right? And then again, just be easy about it. Just straighten your leg as much as you can. Okay, feel that deep release along the glutes, along the hamstrings, the back of the knee, the calves. Just sensing all of these areas as you inhale and exhale. Just focus on your breath. Take 8 breaths. Yeah, then if you feel like you want a deeper release, you can release that left heel forward. So you can really work by thrusting that heel forward, and as your left heel goes forward, you will sense a deeper release along the back of your right hamstring and glutes. Now working with the other side, so you can bend that left knee again, left foot on the mat, release the right leg, put the strap through the left foot, and then just work on straightening here. Again, just do your best. Focus on your breath. Sense the inhale and exhale. Okay, remembering the whole path of yoga is that movement of the mind from restlessness and agitation towards ekagrata, one-pointedness. Okay, and then when you feel ready, you can release that right heel forward. And as that heel extends forward, sensing that deep release along the back of your left leg. And just holding your attention there. Engage your left front thigh muscles, the quads. Okay, and slowly release the leg and just relax. Okay, now we have to work on releasing the hips, which is also a very important aspect of releasing the lower back. So we're going into this position called Kapotasana, and since we're lying down, it's Supta Kapotasana. So just cross your legs, yeah, just bring that right foot across the left thigh and bring it as close to the knee as possible. Yeah, so I'm just going to turn around here and hopefully you can see my leg position quite clearly. Yeah, and then from here, just draw that thigh towards you. Yeah, so I will just go back to my original position. Yeah, so keep drawing that left knee towards you. Bring the left thigh towards you and really sense that beautiful release along your right outer hip. Yeah, so if our right outer hip is very tight, then we will find ourselves here somewhere. But as we can draw the knee closer and we can continue to keep that right knee moving away from the body, we can sense that beautiful release along the right outer hip. Okay, but here you have to be very careful about your knee, your right knee. Just make sure that there is no discomfort in any of these areas as you continue to draw that left thigh towards you. Okay, and then if you want to take it one step deeper, you can just hold this leg. So you can release that left foot back to the floor and you can just hold the right foot in the crook of your left elbow. Yeah, and hug it close to your chest like this. Yeah, so in this way, you actually make it a very deep stretch, trying to close that gap between the lower leg and your chest. And then whenever you feel ready, if you release that left heel down like we did earlier in the Supta Padangusthasana position, just staying here, sensing that deep release along the right outer hip, holding it, closing the gap between your leg and your thigh, and continue to work through that left heel, extending that left heel forward. Okay, and then slowly release here. So after a while, 30 seconds or a minute, you can release the leg, and then just working with the opposite side. So bring the left leg across and place it as close to the knee. Yeah, so this is what I mean. Otherwise, we can bring the heel in. This is a half lotus position, but right now we're not doing that, right? We're keeping it high as close to the knee as possible. And from there, just work on drawing that right knee in, bringing it as close as possible. Just staying here. Now your attention should be on your left outer hip. So whichever knee is bent and coming across your body, you can sense that hip working. So sensing that left outer hip, sensing the release or the tightness, whatever it is that you can sense there. Okay, and then at some point you can just hold that foot in the crook of your right elbow this time. Take your left hand around that left knee, and then from here release that. Yeah, just can stay here for a while, but whenever you feel ready, you can release that right heel forward. Okay, and then really sense that beautiful release along the left outer hip. So continue to extend forward through the right heel. Continue to draw that left lower leg towards your chest. Just sensing the left outer hip. Okay, and then slowly release the leg and relax. Okay, so just lie on your abdomen and place your elbows or forearms rather on the mat. So if you notice, I have just moved my forearms slightly away from my shoulders. Yeah, so that makes it a little bit easier on the spine. So we're working into a beautiful back extension, but we're just working into it gently. Yeah, so the further the arms are away from the body, the easier it is. So just giving your body and spine especially some time to ease into these positions. Yeah, and keep your attention on your spine. So just sense it, just sensing that beginning of that spinal extension. And enjoying your practice. Okay, so you feel like you can do more, you feel your spine is okay, you're not feeling any discomfort, right? Then you work your forearms closer to you. Yeah, bring it in line with your shoulders, and then you can immediately sense how that whole extension has deepened. So just sensing that, close your eyes, attention on your spine, just sensing your spine. Okay, and always remember, if you feel discomfort, just bring your arms forward. Yeah, so the more forward it is, the easier it is, and the more you bring your elbows back or your forearms back, right, it becomes deeper. Yeah, so just sensing all of these different movements, different orientations, right, really getting to know your body, especially the spine. Okay, and then from here, I'm going to deepen the spinal extensions by slowly trying to straighten my arm. Yeah, so even this, you can just move your forearm slightly away and then just lift it off. Yeah, lift the elbows off. And as you exhale, slowly lower down. So we're just going to do 4 rounds here. As you inhale, press down through the palms, rising up. Exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale and rising up. Exhale and lower down. And last round here, inhale and rising up. Exhale and lower down. Okay, and then we'll just do 2 rounds slightly deeper so you can bring the forearms back. So from here, when you straighten your elbows, then it'll be a lot deeper. So just pressing down through your palms, rising up, hold it there, feel your spine. Exhale and lower down. Inhale and rising up. Exhale and lower down. Yeah, and then you can just release your arms, release your spine, and relax. And then just extend your arms forward, your legs stretching back, and from here, just working on the opposite arm and leg. Yeah, so when you lift your right arm up, lift your left leg up. Yeah, so just 6 rounds here. Inhale and lift, exhale and down. Inhale and lift, exhale and down. Inhale and lift, exhale and down. And last one. And release. And working the opposite side. So you can just keep your head down, neck in line with your spine because it's not so important, whether we lift our head or not. So just being sensitive to your spine and working the right leg and left arm. And inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and last round, and release. And when you feel ready, you can just lift both the arms and both the legs and just hold for a count of 10. Really working your spinal extensors, arms stretching forward, feet stretching back, glutes engaged, hamstrings engaged, and release. And going into one more round here. So inhale and rising up. So if you'd like, you can take your arms out to the side or the back, which might let you lift up some more. Keep the legs stretching back. And slowly release and relax. So sense that whole of your back relax from the neck, the shoulders, the length of your spine, the glutes, the legs, Okay, so we're going to just do very similar work, but as you can see, I have a bolster in front of me. Again, bolsters are a very useful prop in our yoga practice, and it would be great if you have one and you can use it. So I'll just show you how to do it. It just allows us to just soften the whole practice a bit. Yeah, so just come onto your knees here, and then to work into a deep spinal extension, just place your hands forward and then slowly just release your hips down. Yeah, so hips on the bolster. So this gives it a little bit of a support. Yeah, because if we go into Bhujangasana, the cobra position, that's quite a deep spinal extension. So this gives it some support, and you can bring your hands back as close as you want, press down through the palms, right? So that depresses your shoulder blades a bit, and then consciously externally rotate the shoulders. So you get that openness in the heart. So you can even come onto your fingertips here that allows you to open your shoulders. And then it's a very supported position. So this allows you to stay here for a while. Yeah, otherwise, if we are in discomfort, then we just can't wait to get out of the pose. Yeah, so connecting to these beautiful states of sukham, which allows us to stay, which is what props do. They allow us to hold for longer periods of time, which is very important in these therapeutic practices. And then from here, if you're still feeling good and you can just follow through, just lower your chest down. Yeah, so now your chest is on the floor. Make sure your chest is on the floor, right? You can adjust your position because otherwise you won't be able to lift your leg off. Yeah, and then you can press your toes down if that helps. And then just working as you inhale, lift the right leg up, exhale, lower down. So just 6 rounds here. Inhale and lift, exhale and down. And working the opposite side now. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale and down. Okay, and then you want to take a break. You can just, again, just cross your palms and just turn your cheek. It's extremely relaxing with the bolster. And from here, we can just go back into that spinal extension. So just pressing on your palms, rising up, and just stay. Yeah, so like I said, you can come up on your fingertips and then you get a deeper position, staying here, enjoying the position. And from here, just lower down, right? So remember, we talked about getting your chest firmly on the floor. So you wriggle your body a little bit. And this time we try to lift both the legs up. Yeah. So again, just getting used to it. So remember, you need to shift the body weight forward. Then only you can lift your legs up. So sometimes I find people way back, and then, this way you're unable to lift. So that's why I keep mentioning your chest has to be on the floor. Yeah. Flush on the floor. Then you can kind of work on lifting your legs up. Yeah, so just getting used to it, just having fun, right? And feel, right? The same muscles that we talked about earlier that are being strengthened. Your back extensors, your glutes, the hamstrings, just sensing all of them and stretching back through the feet, yeah? Okay, now this round, just inhale and stay up. And then exhale and lower down, and then moving back a bit and relax. So we've come to the end of this episode. I hope you have been practicing along with me and your body feels really great, right? Your spine feels strong and eased, all the tightness and tension released from all of those areas, the hips, the hamstrings. And do remember that while we can watch these episodes and while we can talk about them, we get the benefit of the practice only by doing it. Yeah. So please follow the videos. Please do it and experience the benefits, wonderful benefits of having a healthy and strong body. And do follow us on our YouTube channels. Anand TV has its own respective YouTube channel, and so do I, under the name of Shailaja Menon. So do follow. All the preceding videos too are there, and I hope to see you there. Namaste.